Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I colored this wig using a freestyle. So I used the Joico Blonder and then the 40 Developer. Also, I'm going to use the 20 Developer, but we'll get to that later. So as you can see, the consistency of my bleach that I mixed up is very soft and creamy and not too thick. So I'm going to go ahead and section my wig. This is a 4x4 closure wig. This is not using my hair, it is another company, but the hair is very good. So as you can see, I'm taking a small section in the front. That is half of the closure and some tracks from the front. And then I'm not going to color the bottom part, so I'm just going to do the top part in two sections in the back. So the part that I'm not coloring is probably about 1 of 3 bundles, maybe 1.5. So this side is the other half of the closure and then a few tracks as well. Now that I put this part up, I'm just going to go ahead and braid the part that I will not be coloring, and then go ahead and secure that with a cap, because I don't want to get any bleach or any toner on that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and take a small section about 1 inch from my closure and then some tracks. And like I said, this is a freestyle highlight, so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to take some chunky pieces away from the part that I'm going to be coloring. And I'm going to go ahead and clip that back. And as you see, I just have some random pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and lightly brush on the bleach. Now, starting at the front, you see I do not put my brush horizontal. I do it vertical. I want to brush that on very, very, very well and get all in between the hair. Doing it vertical, just make sure that you're getting in between the shaft of the hair and not just sitting it only on top. And then of course my brush does have a comb on it as well, so this is perfect for highlights. If you can see that long tip at the top of my comb, that is for like taking the hair in and out through the highlight. It just makes it easier. It's like an all-in-one comb. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and just make sure that it's very saturated with the bleach, and then I'm gonna go to my other side and take the hair out just as I did on that side. And make sure you're grabbing enough hair. And like I said, it's just random pieces, so it's not like the perfect highlight look. It's just like a blended highlight, if you will. So now I'm just gonna lightly brush on the bleach again. I always start off with combing it, because I always have leftover bleach on the brush and on the comb, so you just want to go ahead and use that first. And you don't want like a perfect line, because it'll be like a gap if you don't do it vertical. So you must brush it on vertical, otherwise you'll have these straight lines all in your hair where you could tell where the color starts and stops. You want it to just blend naturally. You don't want it to be an obvious line. And then coming through, make sure that it's saturated. Now on this part, I'm going to do it a little different, and this is how I'll be doing the rest of the wig. So again, I'm going to go ahead and comb. Now this time I'm using my rat tail comb, and I'm going to take out the part that I do not want colored and clip that away. Then I'm going to tease the top. Now this makes for a very natural flow. You don't have to do as much blending with the bleach because it's just going to naturally blend. So the tease part, you will not be getting any bleach on, and you're just going to go ahead and brush on the bleach. And you can start this wherever. You can do as much teasing as you want, but make sure that you have a really good grade of hair, because otherwise this can be a disaster. Okay, you want it to be able to brush out and still be smooth. So again, just blending. Make sure that I have enough bleach saturated, and this is again why you want to have it a nice consistency of the bleach, because you don't want it too thick to where it's gathering and it's not getting through the hair well. And if you get some bleach on a part that you don't want, just go ahead and wipe it off like I just did. So again, I'm just sectioning, taking away the hair that I don't want colored. And then teasing up. Now the more teasing you do, the less hair that's getting colored. And I'm going to go ahead and paint it on. And saturate. The best part about this comb is that you can comb through all in one, and your bleach is staying all on one comb. You don't have to mix up 5 different combs. Okay, like I said, you want to make sure it's very saturated. And so if your pieces that you've done first is drying out, you want to just go ahead and put some more bleach on it and comb it through so that it's very, very moist. If it starts to dry out, then that means that it's going to stop working soon. So as long as you keep it wet, it'll keep working. And like I said before, this is all about taking random spots. So now I'm going to go in with my 8N and 811 toner by Wella Color Charm. And I'm going to be using a squirt bottle. And I'm going to be mixing 2, so then I'm going to double the developer. As you know, it's always 1 part developer to 2 parts 1 part color to 2 parts developer. So that is about 3 ounces right there. So therefore I'm going to be doing 6 ounces of developer. So now I'm going to shake that up very, very, very well. You don't want to see any whites. Now this is how it is coming along. This is just the bleach. I haven't put the toner on. Now, after I rinse this, I am going to let it air dry just a little bit. And you know, when I rinse this, I'm going to shampoo it with my purple shampoo. So now that I'm putting my toner on air dried hair, it was still a little wet, but that's okay. And I'm going to just saturate that all the way through. I am not going in and parting it. I'm just putting it in and combing it. So with this toner, it does tone down that yellow brassiness in the blonde, and then it also lightens the dark hair to like a natural brown, because I do not want this hair too bright. Very, very well. So this is the end results after a good air dry. So now I'm going to go ahead and flat iron it and put a part in it, and I'm showing you the very, very end result. But isn't it so effortlessly beautiful? Like, I do not see any harsh lines. After the flat iron, it blends so well. You don't have any harsh lines. And this is that. Like I said, this is a 4x4 closure wig, and it is for a darker skin client. So I have already tinted my lace. But yeah, look at that color. Harsh line.